Hello everyone, welcome to For Nurses Preparation YouTube channel. I am Ritu. Let's quickly revise nursing most important MCQs. Question number 1 is commonest cause of blindnesses in India is. Your options are A. Cataract, B. Glaucoma, C. Trachoma, or D. Vitamin A deficiency. Correct option is option A, that is cataract. Cataract is the commonest or most common cause of blindness in India in adults. Vitamin A deficiency is the most common cause of blindness in India in children. Next question is Universal Immunization Program in India was introduced in. Your options are A. 1968, B. 1978, C. 1985, or D. 1975. Correct option is option C, that is 1985. Immunization program in India was introduced in 1978 as the expanded program of immunization, that is EPI, of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. In 1985, the program was modified as Universal Immunization Program, that is UIP, to be implemented in phased manner to cover all districts in country by 1989 to 90, with the one of the largest health programs in the world. Next question is, a client who has been on a psychiatric unit for several weeks continually talk about delusion material. What response by the nurse is most therapeutic? Your options are A. Ask the client to explain the delusion, B. Encourage the client to focus on reality issues, C. Explain the client why the thoughts are not true. Correct option is option number 3, that is explain to the client why the thoughts are not true. Discussing reality, in which based issues helps decrease delusion and hallucinatory activity by reducing feelings of isolation and competition for sensory awareness. Option 3, this is a judgmental response that may decrease the client's trust and increase anxiety. Next question is, postural hypertension is. Your options are A. Drop in systolic pressure less than 10 mmHg when patient changes position from lying to sitting. Option B. Drop in systolic pressure greater than 10 mmHg when patient changes position from lying to sitting. Option C. Drop in diastolic pressure less than 10 mmHg when patient changes position from lying to sitting. Option number D. Drop in diastolic pressure greater than 10 mmHg when patient changes position from lying to sitting. Correct option is option B, that is drop in systolic pressure greater than 10 mmHg when patient changes position from lying to sitting. Orthostatic hypotension or postural hypotension means hypotension, that is drop in systolic pressure greater than 10 mm of Hg. occurring when a person assumes an upright position after getting up from a bed or a chair. It mainly occurs due to dehydration and hypovolemia caused by side effects of anti-hypersensitive medicine like loop diuretic, example furosemide. Next question is, a client has been taking imipramine or tofranil for his depression for 2 days. His sister asks the nurse, why is he still so depressed? Which of the following responses by the nurse is most appropriate? Your options are A. I'll be sure to convey your concern to his physician. B. It takes 2 to 4 weeks for the drug to reach its full effect. C. Perhaps we need to change his medication. Correct option is option third, that is perhaps we need to change his medication. The nurse need to inform the sister that it takes 2 to 4 weeks before a full clinical effect occurs with the drug. The nurse should let her know that her brother will gradually get better and symptoms depression will improve. Question number 6 is, neural tube defects can be prevented by giving mothers. Your options are A. Iron, B. Green vegetables, C. Folic acid, or D. Vitamin K. Correct option is option C, that is folic acid. Neural tube defect can be prevented by giving mother to a folic acid. Next question is, the most common symptoms of food-borne illness. Your options are A. Kidney failure, B. Diarrhea, C. Skin rashes, or D. Headache. Correct option is option B, that is diarrhea. Diarrhea, vomiting is the most and cardinal sign of food-borne diseases or food poisoning. Next question is, breastfeeding is not recommended for mothers who have. Your options are A. Hepatitis C, B. Tuberculosis, C. Diabetes, or D. HIV. Correct option is option D, that is HIV. Breastfeeding is a contraindicated in hepatitis B or HIV and cracked nipples. Next question is, identify the calcium channel blocker from the following. Your options are A. Nifedipine, B. Atenolol, C. Laxus, or D. Mannitol. Correct option is option A, that is nifedipine. Next question is, a 4-year-old is brought to the emergency department with sudden onset of the temperature of 103 degree Fahrenheit, or you can say 39.5 degree in Celsius, sore throat and refusal to drink. The child will not lie down and prefers to lean forward while sitting up. Which of the following should the nurse do next? Your options are A. Inspect the child's throat for redness and swelling, B. Have an appropriate side tracheostomy tube readily available, or C. Obtain a specimen for a throat culture. Correct option is option third, that is obtain a specimen for a throat culture. The child is exhibiting signs and symptoms of possible epiglottitis. As a result, the child is at high risk of laryngospasm and airway occlusion. Therefore, the nurse should have tracheostomy tube and setup readily available should the child experience an airway occlusion. When any type of respiratory illness and especially epiglottitis is suspected, putting an object including a tongue depressor or inspection or a cotton-tipped applicator to obtain a throat culture in the back of the mouth or throat, or having the child open the mouth is inappropriate, because doing so many disposes the child to laryngospasm or occlusion of the airway by a swollen epiglottis. Next question is, Braxton Hicks contraction start appearing at around. Your options are A. 4 week, B. 16 weeks, C. 24 weeks, or D. 8 weeks. Correct option is option D, that is 8 weeks. Braxton Hicks contraction are sporadic contraction and relaxation of the uterine muscle. Sometimes they are referred to as prodromal or false labor pains. It is believed they start around 6 weeks gestation but usually are not felt until the second or third trimester of the pregnancy. Next question is, the nurse is caring for a client with a malignancy. The classification of the primary tumor is that a nurse plans to care for a tumor. Your options are A. That cannot be assessed, B. That is in situ, C. With increasing lymph node involvement, or D. With distant metastasis. Correct option is option B, that is in situ. Cancer in situ means that the cancer is still localized to the primary site. Cancer is graded in terms of tumor, grade, node involvement, and metastasis. Question number 13 is, which among the following is a filamentous bacteria? Your options are A. Mycoplasma, B. Spirochetes, C. Actinomycetes, or D. Vibrios. Correct option is option C, that is Actinomycetes. Actinomycetes is a filamentous bacteria. Next question is, how many calories are recommended for breastfeeding mothers? Your options are A. 2500 calories, B. 3000 calories, C. 2000 calories, or D. 1500 calories. Correct option is option A, that is 2500 calories. During pregnancy, 300 calories is additional required. During breastfeeding, 500 calories additional required. Next question is, patients suffering with high blood pressure should be given. Your options are A. High protein diet, B. Less fiber diet, C. Less sodium diet, or D. Less saturated fatty acid diet. Correct option is option C, that is less sodium diet. Next question is, number of temporary teeth in children is. Your options are A. 12, B. 20, C. 16, or D. 14. Correct option is option B, that is 20. 20 number of temporary teeth are present in children. Next question. A client is admitted to the acute care unit. Initial laboratory values reveal serum sodium of 170 MEq per L, What behavior changes would be most common for this client? Your options are A. Anger, B. Mania, C. Psychosis. Correct option is option B, that is mania. The client with serum sodium of 170 MEq per L has hyperatremia and might exhibit manic behavior. Next question. In acute myocardial infarction, which enzyme is raised first? Your options are A. CPKMB, B. Troponin T. Correct option is option A, that is CPKMB. Troponin, an inhibitory protein found in muscle fibers. Two forms of troponin is present into myocardial muscle fibers are troponin I and troponin T. Troponin I, a protein that is released only by heart and not by skeletal muscle, is a more specific marker for MI than troponin T. Troponin T, a protein that is released into the blood by damaged heart muscle and skeletal muscle, which increases within 3 hours of injury and remain elevated for 7 to 10 days. The serum level of CKMB starts to increase first within 1 hour of injury and reaches 10 to 25 times the normal level in the first 10 to 18 hours after myocardial infarction and return to normal within 2 to 4 days. That's all for this today's video. If you like it, hit the like button, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.